What's going on, folks? Kevin here from SportsBoxBreaks.com, coming at you live Wednesday, February 10th, 2021. We are breaking 2021 Top Series 1 Jumbo Baseball. This is our one and only case break of the product. It is Jumbo Case Break number 1. Guys, thanks for filling it up. Big interest on this stuff. Who has who? We got Arizona Diamondbacks going to Chris G. The Atlanta Braves going to Greg Z. Baltimore Orioles, Dean E. The Boston Red Sox going to Tom G. Chicago Cubbies going to Matthew A. Chicago White Sox, Jeremy B. Cincinnati Reds going to Mariel. Cleveland Indians going to Brian B. Colorado Rockies, Dan B. Detroit Tigers going to Richard H. Houston Astros going to Dan B. The KC Royals going to Robert T. Excuse my throat clearing there. Again, that was the Royals for Robert, the Los Angeles Angels for Greg Z. Los Angeles Dodgers also going to Greg Z. Miami Marlins, Tony K. Milwaukee Brewers, Mike T. The Minnesota Twins going to Drew P. New York Mets going to Raymond V. The Yankees going to Mariel. Oakland A's, Brandon G. The Philadelphia Phils going to Tom G. Pittsburgh Pirates, Mark C. San Diego Padres going to Richard H. San Francisco Giants going to Parker W. Seattle Mariners going to Cleanthus P. St. Louis Cardinals, Parker W. Tampa Bay Rays, Drew P. Texas Rangers, Drew P. Toronto Blue Jays going to Rob R. And the Washington Nationals going to Melvin D. Guys, again, thank you very much for filling it. I'm going to show my little obnoxious graphic on the screen for anybody that's new with us. All cards ship, guys. There's just shy of 2,800 cards in the Series 1. There's a lot going on in this product, as we all know. So we are going to do our best to focus on the hit cards, which is any low-numbered stuff, 50 or lower, any special inserts, obviously the autos and the relics, and so on. So with that said, let's get to it. Here we go. 6 boxes, our one and only case of it. You know what? I'm going against the grain, right? I used to do the bottom of the box so that these would stand the correct way, orientation-wise, when I flip the box up right. And I forgot about it. So we're going to look at some upside-down boxes here. Here we go. Boom. 6 of them. Not too bad to flip back over. Let's do that. There's that. And there's that. Boom. I am. I saw your comment before about rounders and which characters we kind of line up to. Grandma? Really? Grandma? I'm a dog lover. That man was kicking his dog in the brothel. All right, one at a time. Let's go. This stuff is chunky, so let's go one at a time. 1 auto, 2 relics. There's silver packs inside here. We got box toppers, we got silver packs. So there's the box topper, 1951, right? And then these are the silver packs, even though they're technically black, right? So we'll leave all this stuff until the very end. So we'll look at 12 of the silver packs, and we'll look at 6 of the box toppers at the very end. I mean, Worm was a hustler. I could deal with Worm, even though he was a complete snake, right? But I could deal with him. All right, here we go. Let's start this party up. I am going to put all this stuff right there, get it out of the way. I gotta rewatch that movie. That is such a good movie. Even if you're not into poker, that is just a solid movie. Excellent lineup, star-wise. The overall flow of the movie is great. Koppelman and the other guy that actually wrote and did that movie do that show Rounders now. Billions. Which the early seasons of Billions were really good. It's starting to jump the shark a little bit, but yeah, the baseball mixer did not fill. You know what it is? It's the price. The price point on that team is correct for the product, but you know, you start getting over that $150 price point, Tony, and you know how it goes. There's only a certain amount of guys that really want to step up to that price point. So that's what it is. We're going to be up against that also with the Obsidian. So I've got the Obsidian here. We're down to 3 spots, and I could break it right after this Series 1, but the prices are up there because the teams are big teams. Yeah, the Billions' first 3 seasons were great, but then it really started kind of going off the rails a little bit. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. All right, here we go, guys. Let's go, let's go. Every card ships. I'm going to say it about 74 times as we keep going here. One sec. Let me get the camera focused in. All right, Eddie Alvarez. I'm just looking to get a feel for some of these. Okay, so they all have the 70th anniversary foil stamp in the top right. I think the 1986 ones have the 35th going on. And if you guys see, like if I pass something off that's any kind of photo variation or anything special, before I get too far past it, let me know. I will certainly try to pull it back up out of the stack and give a little focus to it on camera before we keep blazing past. All right, here we go. Silver foil, is that what they're calling them? I think it's a bunch of foil, different foils, right? Dylan Carlson, St. Louis. And here's our first hit. It's in the form of a relic. Major League material of Ozzy Albies for the Braves. Braves going to Greg Z. Major League material, Ozzy Albies. First one out of the gate here for Greg. So here's one of the 86, I believe, right? Brady Singer. It's a blue. 86, then a history of Topps. Interesting. Bowman's back. History of Topps. So what is there? There's like 25 of those special tickets across the entire production run of Series 1. Just like inserted into the cases. Almost like a Willy Wonka thing. Maybe we'll find one. Wouldn't that be something? League leaders of Soto. What do we got? Fight brewing up? Okay. Dude for the fans, White Sox. All right, here we go. What do we got? Little gold action. There's a little Luis Robert, Jeremy B. Nice. Nice, nice. I'll put that off to the side in my at least get a penny sleeve or maybe even full encase on it. All right, next one coming up here is going to be a Hunter Renfroe to 25. And we got a die cut sliding on out of there. Renfroe to 25, and that is camo. Camo for the Rays. Who's got them Rays? Tampa Bay Rays going off to Drew. Nice camo. It's like the desert camo color maybe to 25. Nice. Walker Buehler with the 1986, and then here comes the die cut. It's Johnny Bench with the Platinum Players. I was looking at the Cardboard Connection page to see what I'm up against on this stuff, and the Platinum Players actually are autos of the Platinum Players exist too. All right. Again, if I'm passing anything off that's a value card and I'm just not recognizing it as such, please let me know, guys. I'll pull it back into view and we'll look at it a little more detailed. I was kind of half in and half out watching the Optic football. How did it shake out? I know the second half was better than the first. Big stuff. All right, here we go. What do we got? We got a Corey Seager, World Series 2020 right there with a silver. Here's a 1986 Mike Piazza, 35th. Jackie Robinson. Guys, you might have heard we have an incredible Jackie Robinson oversized auto here from Transcendent for sale if you guys want to take a shot at it. It's on our eBay listings. We'll certainly work deals out. We have a lot of stuff from that Transcendent up on our eBay listings if you guys didn't check it out. Here's another Luis. That one is not colored on it, but yeah, we'll gladly work deals on any of that Transcendent stuff if you guys check out the offerings on our eBay listings. Joe, what's happening, buddy? Unfortunately not. The amount of product that is out there to get our hands on these days is pretty slim. Got to jump in early. We already broke both halves of it. So we are fully out. All right, Austin Riley with a silver. All right, next one coming up is going to be Lewis Brinson, 1084 of 2021. Javier Baez with the 1986, and Roger Clemens right behind it. I didn't do the breaks on those, Joe. Jason did out of PA. So I am not entirely familiar, but a lot of the guys hanging out in the chat right now were involved in it, so they could probably give you a better answer on that one. You guys recall any good Steelers? Speaking of Steelers, how about this, Jeremy? So you know that my fiance Kathy works for Luxottica. So once a year, they do this big company-wide outing kind of thing, like a leadership thing and whatever. Like they've had it in different, I think they had it in Cabo like before COVID hit, and they had like Sugar Ray Leonard as like the keynote speaker. This year they're doing it virtually, of course. The keynote speaker is the guy, I don't remember the guy's name. He was the actual person who inspired, was the actual person in that movie, The Pursuit of Happiness, the Will Smith one. He's that guy. So she's in it today. They're doing it virtually today. They have Mark Zuckerberg talking to them today about different stuff, these like new glasses they're doing with augmented reality, and it's going to be tied into Facebook. So they actually have the Mark Zuckerberg talking to them, and they had Juju Smith-Schuster talking to them as well. I don't know how Juju Smith-Schuster plays into it, but he was there. She was sending me screenshots of it. She's upstairs and sending me screenshots as we go. Santiago, what is it? Espinal, little rookie, gold foil. Nolan Arenado with an 86. Here's a Sandberg. What do we got on the Sandberg? Gray frame. You guys tell me if that's anything special. Tops 20 or Tops 2000 with the gray frame. Yeah, that company, when it comes to that thing, they spared no expense. They're spending some bucks. Matthew McConaughey. I mean, I would much prefer McConaughey. He seems like the kind of guy that I'd want to hear some random stories from. All right, there it is, guys. So, let me see. Offloading these cards, that's the first box. We are due in each one of these 2 relics and 1 auto. Did we get shorted a relic? I did not miss anything, and I'm looking back at my hit stack here. We had... Unless it's in the packs, right? Unless it's in here. We have 1 relic. So we were supposed to see 1 auto and 2 relics. So we are technically missing an auto and a relic. So I'm going to notate that exact stack of cards. I could rifle back through them once we get through it, but I want to keep going forward. Or no, what am I saying? This is the second half of the box. Forget the guy talking. Do not pay attention to the guy behind the curtain. I'm thinking that's 2 boxes. Whew. Don't pay attention to me. So we are still due. Yep, Sterling, you are correct, sir. We are still due the auto and 1 more relic is what's going on here. And what do we got here? Archie Bradley. Archie Bradley, gold foil. So Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Home Run Challenge. Listen, it's easy to confuse me. I'm drinking Mountain Dew Zero Sugar over here. The chemicals are probably getting to me. Got a Platinum Players of Wade Boggs die cut. Speaking of which, I saw your picture with one of your daughters. Your milk drunk. I was laughing. That's great. Chugging along, fellas. Chugging along. The upside down game is pretty strong on this one. All right, here we go. And there it is. Numbering to 50 on that one. I'm going to put that down for a sec. We got the Joey Bart in front of it with the silver foil, and sneaking right in there with the Blake treated for the Dodgers. Dodgers going to Greg Z. World Series 2020. Nice auto for the Dodgers. 18 out of 50 for you, Greg. Nice. World Series champ autograph card. Dodgers. So there it is. Congrats, Greg. We got a Sandberg 35th, 1986. Fake auto right there, of course, through the years of Bellinger. Actually, it's a fake relic auto. I've never seen one of these before. You know, they have the facsimile autos, but this one is like a facsimile relic auto. Interesting. One step away from blockchain cards, if you will. Jeremy, how's the Dogecoin doing? Has it been riding the wave of, I woke up today and my crypto portfolio is down a nice chunk. I'm like, well, it was bound to go down a little bit, you know. All right, what do we got? Gold foil of Kirby Yates. Kirby Yates. Then we have a Yelich, Christian Yelich. What am I looking at? We have some kind of variation going on with that one. Series 1, 100. So I'm going to put that off to the side. You guys tell me what we're looking at. Up to 7.5, so you 3 extra money technically. We got a Devers, 1986, Willie Mays. Corey Seager. To the moon. To the moon. The old crypto saying, if you will. To the moon. What do we got? Blake Snell. Blake Snell. Anthony Rendon, Angels, and Suzuki. Interesting. I like that. Suzuki. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it won't. I was going to say, I can't imagine it'll be sustainable for a long time. Like, Bitcoin's kind of the one, if you're invested in the crypto space, to just throw money into and hold. The rest of the altcoins are just kind of like you said, they're just like a fun thing to fool around with. Maybe Bitcoin and Ethereum are more long-term plays. All right, what do we got? Isaac Paredes Ford. And here we go, buddy. Check it out. Very nice. MLB Spring Training. So I think these are the Spring Training hat logos, right? Commemorative cap logo patch. Very nice. Manny Machado for the Padres. That goes to Richard H. Richard H. Awesome. Spring Training cap logo patch. Very nice. Ripken with a 1986. Through the years of Acuna Jr. Okay, now that's the end of it. And we did get our official hit content, so go figure. All right, let me offload these. That's box 1 of 6. 5 to go. 2,700 plus cards, like 28 almost. All right, next box, fellas. Here we go. So there is our topper. Okay, topper and our 2 packs. Empty box. Round 2. Yeah, like Tesla. What's Tesla at now? $4,000 a share plus something around there? Who knows? All right, fellas, let's start with this stack. Here we go. Looking for our autos, looking for our relics, looking for a numbering. Again, if I pass anything off that's any kind of SP, any kind of, variations, let me know. All right, Malik Smith with the silver foil, and, well, there he is. My buddy, the man, Jose. Oakland on the board with a 1986 auto going off to Brandon. There you go, Brandon. 1986 Topps Canseco auto. I saw that, what's his name? What's the dude from Barstool Sports? Was calling out Canseco publicly just today or yesterday, supposedly for taking a dive in some fight. I don't even know. I don't follow what Canseco's up to in the fight world. I know once in a while he and the brother get involved in, like, prize fights, right? El Presidente. What the heck is the dude's name again? So Canseco is the auto coming up early. Again, guys, every card ships, so if you're sitting out there and you're like, man, this guy's not showing us anything, you're getting it. You're going to get it all. Paul Goldschmidt, St. Louis with the gold foil. Then what do we got here? Washington, numbering to 70, so the 70th anniversary on this stuff, so you get the numbering to 70, Max Scherzer. So nice right there. Washington going off to Melvin. Jesus, Bryce Harper. Canseco. All right, getting through the first half pretty quickly. Got some foil action of Matthew Boyd. Detroit, Pete Alonso with an 86. Die cut of Brooks Robinson, Platinum Players. That is Baltimore. Dave Portnoy, right? Portnoy, that's the dude. And, ooh, there it is. Check that out. That's a Juan Soto. In front of it is the gold foil of Arenado. And that's hot right there. Spring training cap for the Nats. Again, Melvin gets it. Juan Soto. These spring training cap patches are awesome. Numbering to 299. 268 of 299 for you, Melvin. Nice hit. Verlander behind it with an 86. And then we got an interesting one here. History of Topps Garbage Pail Kids. So these are just peppered in there as like a little advertisement, I suppose. But you know what? When we're sorting this, I'm just going to literally randomly drop this on a stack. There's no need to random it. It is not a hit. I'm sure you guys will get it and throw it in the garbage can. All right, so what are we waiting on? One more relic, yeah? We got our auto. We got the spring training hat. Got a Dane Dunning right there. We got numbering to 2011 of Josh Harrison. Washington. Washington's on fire. Harrison. Barry Larkin with an 86. We got the 1992 Jeter. In the garbage pail. Correct, Tom. Okay, that is one side. What's happening, Tom? You sneaking around out there. I didn't even know you were hanging out in the chat. Good to see you in, bud. One sec here, guys. One sec. All right, here comes the second side. We got 4 boxes still left to bust open after this one. Looking for our relic. All right, what do we got? Garcia with the gold foil. What do we got? Numbering to 499. Brad Hand, and that does have, I don't know if it's flip stock or what it is. It seems like the back of it is a matte finish versus like a glossier finish on the other ones to 499. There we go. Nice. Pretty cool. Cleveland going to Brian B. So I'll get that one, sleeved up and so on. Bo Bichette. Devers. Confused leaving feedback and left a negative calling a thief when he had gotten the card. I mean, that's about right. That's par for the course over there on eBay. No regard for the fact that it hurts you as a seller. They just want to stand up and yell at the clouds, if you will. Feedback was meant for someone else. So silly. And now it's like your fight to get it removed from your profile. With eBay's new managed payments, you start getting a bunch of negative feedback and they start charging you more in fees. Isn't that great? At least before it was just, whatever, but like when it was PayPal. But now, got a future stars right there of Nico. Now I think it actually harms your percentage points of what they take on processing fees. League leaders of Luke Voigt. Evan White, Mariners with an 86. Chugging along, guys. Chugging along. What do we got? Anthony Santander for the Orioles with the gold foil. And we got a Pete Alonso home run challenge. 1986 of Yelich. Chipper Jones. Look at the, that's got to be early 90s, right? Early 90s Bowman right there. Through the years, Chipper Jones. 1992. That was Chipper's prospect Bowman card. What an outfit. Probably listening to Garth Brooks every day. Not that there's anything wrong with Garth. That's just like the same time period. Future Stars of Jesus. Got a Franco at the gold foil. We got 86 of Mountcastle. Got a Mike Trout. Keeping on, keeping on. I see the next hit. It's right there. I split the stack right at the next relic. We'll see it in just a minute. Ah, the upside down game. I'm just going to give up flipping them right side up after a while, guys. Even though I know you like to see them right side up. They just revert to the other way like 7 or 8 cards later anyway, like we just saw happen. Got a Brandon Crawford silver, and here it is. How about them Dodgers? Dodgers doing some damage here. 10 of 99 with another 2020 World Series. World Series game used of Walker Buehler. Walker Buehler. That goes into my hit stack. Well, Drew, we can't just give it, you know, I have to, you know, let everybody kind of be equal on who gets it. Chipper Jones, 35th. Stars in Service, Yadier Molina. And plus, to be honest, at this point, it's somewhere in here. I don't know where it is, but when we're sorting, I'll do a quick random and reward it to whoever. It's not even a Garbage Pail Kid, Drew. It's not an actual Garbage Pail Kid card. It's just an advertisement for Topps showing what they've done through the years, like product-wise and whatever. So it's not an actual Garbage Pail Kids card. All right. 4 boxes remain. Let's keep going on the next. Okay, here we go, here we go. There is our topper, and here's the 2 silver packs, which are actually black. There it is, there it is. And there's that. Drew, FYI, when you get the Onyx Futera, the UPS shipment I sent out to you, inside of the actual Onyx boxes are most of the Onyx cards. So I use the boxes to hold the cards. You'll see it. It'll be pretty self-explanatory when you bust open the main box. But just letting you know, when you open it up, you're going to see all 10 of those Onyx Futera boxes, and inside of the Onyx boxes are a good deal of your cards. I had to put the little inserts that kind of fill up the inside of the boxes outside. You'll see that too. All right, here we go. There's 1, here's 2. 1 auto, 2 relics. Let's find some good ones. I'm going to try to speed it up a tad bit. Guys, I have, out of this lineup right here, I have the Obsidian football, so if we want to keep going beyond this one case out of Vegas, we can fill up that Obsidian and go to it next. It does need to fill. Austin Meadows with the silver, and here it comes. Little polar bear action. Pete Alonso, Major League material with pinstripe. So player worn. For the Mets, New York Mets going off to Raymond V. Raymond V, Major League material relic. Pete Alonso. 86 of Stanton, Derek Jeter. What do we got? Gold foil. Buck Farmer for Detroit. Max Scherzer with an 86. Here's another history of Topps. Project 2020 takes off. Okay. I was just about to ask you guys if you have any good weekend plans. Today's Wednesday. I'm thinking it's Friday for some reason. Charlie Morton Salt. And what do we got here? Houston with an 8 out of 50. Roberto Osuna. Houston going to Dan B. There you go, Dan. Nice. With that sky blue color to 50. Very nice. Joey Gallo. Ted Williams. First week in many, many release weeks that we actually had all the products going into the day, which is a shocker considering how spotty UPS's track record has been as of late. 1986 of Johnny Bench, through the years of Aaron Judge. All right, what do we got? Thought I saw something, maybe a gold foil coming up in here. Buster Posey, San Fran. Then numbered to 299, Hunter Renfroe for the Rays. Orange, nice. Casey Mize, 35th. And then Willie Mays, Platinum Player die cut, not numbered. Okay, that's one side of it. One sec here, fellas. Let me offload these cards so we can do some more. Okay, second side. This box, once we get through it, is going to put us at the halfway mark. How long are we at it so far? 39 minutes on the recording. So, I don't know, an hour and 20 when it's all said and done. Paul DeYoung. Home run challenge of Stanton. And here we go. Another one. Number to 499. Alberto Mondesi for KC. I'm going to put all those to the side and get them in a sleeve. Roberto Clemente with the 1986. I see the next one, guys. I think I split the stack right at the next hit. Here is, what do we got? Brett Gardner. Here it is. It is a 1986 auto, Blue Jays on card ink of Kevin Biggio. Toronto going off to Rob R. There you go, Rob. Nice hit. 1986 Topps baseball autograph card of Biggio. Very nice. Mets with an 86. We got Barry Larkin. All right. Chugging along. Mookie. Ohtani. Stars in service of Adam Wainwright. Got a Frazier. And here comes to 2021. It's an 884 Howie Kendrick for Washington. Eddie Murray, 35th, 1986 card. All right, I think our hat relic is coming up here at the tail end of this stack. So let's see what we got in front of it. All right, here it comes. Nate Pearson leads us in. Ooh, check the Joey Bart out. San Francisco, that's sick. I love these. These are so great. Commemorative cap, logo patch, spring training, Joey Bart. Giants going off to Parker. Numbering, 99 of 299. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Check that out one more time. That's some sickness. All right, a little bit left here in the box. All right, that's going to be all of them. One sec. Let me make some room. I'm officially through my first little plastic tote of base cards here. So that means we're going to be like 2.5 totes on this one. All right, next one. Let's go right here. There's our topper, and here's our 2 packs. Yeah, I've seen them, Tom. It just really wouldn't work for us. We actually have something pretty simple, but similar to that. We have like a big poster board, that's like rigid, and we have each of the 30 MLB spots on it. So it actually works out better for us because those are like curved and stuff. I think the BCW sorting trays. I have seen those for years. I've seen those, and I looked at them originally like maybe like 3 years ago. Ours is pretty simplified, but just works for what we do. It starts becoming a game of like, memory cards. Like, okay, Yankees is here, Washington Nationals is down here. You almost like sort it blindly after a while. I just put in a big order from BCW. We have a direct wholesale account right with BCW. Most of their stuff is back ordered 2 to 3 months. I took a gamble a while ago and placed an order, and they actually fulfilled the order in sooner time than the back order had indicated, and I got a bunch of top loaders from them. So now that I'm starting to go through those, I'm like, you know what, let me put in another order, roll the dice, and see if we can get some of these without having to go to the secondary market and pay like 3 times the price for them, which is nuts. I can't remember who our contact is there, but we do have a direct wholesale account. It might even be Ted now that I'm thinking about it. But they converted our like login to a wholesale login, and we get a little bit better pricing than like the retail. Those guys were hit hard. Like that whole industry of top loading were hit hard because all that stuff is made in China. Motor City Mashers, pretty cool. Detroit, and here is a home run of Soto. Glaber, 35th. Yeah, so when COVID and the shutdown hit, and everything coming in from China was basically put on hold, their entire operation, those guys, all of them, were basically put on hold. Nothing flowing in from China anymore for a while. I see the next hit, guys. I see the next hit. Order supplies are like the old Mitch Hedberg baked potato comedy. Takes so long by the time it's ready. Yeah, exactly. Now I'm just like ordering with like 3 full cases of it still left on my shelf, just anticipating that it's going to be back ordered for 2 months. So we'll see. I'm still taking a gamble with 2 full cases on the shelf. What do we got? We got a Garcia Silver, and here comes the next one, fellas. Tino Martinez, beautiful Yankees hit right here. Who's got them Yankees? Yankees is Brandon. So in 1986, that, my friend, is 15 out of 25. That's awesome. 15 of 25, 1986 Topps baseball autograph card going to Brandon. Awesome hit. Awesome hit. Yankees. I'm sorry, Yankees is Mary L., not Brandon. I apologize. I'm looking at my list. And Mary and Brandon are one up. Mary has the Yankees. Brandon has the A's. So Brandon, not to psych you out, but you knew you didn't have the you knew you didn't have the Yankees. Mary can stop sweating now. Bellinger with the 35th. Ohtani with a relic auto through the years. So it's not a real relic auto. It's a picture of a relic auto. Congrats on that one to Mary on the Martinez. That's really cool. Chugging along here. Chugging along. So we were always buying the other brand. I'm like drawing a blank on what the main brand of top loaders that most people, Ultra Pro. We got a number to 70 coming up here. Ultra Pro top loaders was what we stocked up for the first 5 years of doing business. Philadelphia Phils with the 5 out of 70 right here. Black frame going on. Phils go to who? Tom G. There you go, Tom. Little black frame. So yeah, Ultra Pro was primarily what we always bought because that's what our wholesale distributors sold directly. So we never really thought to look at pricing. And I started looking around at pricing maybe a year and a half ago. I'm like, let me look at pricing. And I started looking at BCW. Like on a case of 130-point top loaders, BCW is nearly $100 cheaper than Ultra Pro, which is pretty big considering that, that stuff, we're just giving that stuff away to like load up the cards as a courtesy. So we started using BCW as often as we could because it was way cheaper. And I gotta say, I think the quality is better on the BCW. A lot of the Ultra Pros you get, like the adhesive glue they use to seal those things up is like stuck. You end up like having to throw 3 or 4 of them away per pack. Braves, what is it? Trust Park. Got a Kyle Lewis. And then a Brew Crew, Christian Yelich. I see the next hit, guys. I see it, I see it. Freddie Freeman. Here it is. Spring Training MLB with another sick patch. Love it. Alec Boehm. Commemorative cap logo patch for the Phils. Phils goes to Tom. There you go, buddy. Spring Training cap logo patch. Tony Gwynn, 86. We got a Through the Years of Clayton Kershaw. All right, that's one side of it. Boom, there it is. Yep. BCW, better overall. US-based, very responsive, solid social media. They recently donated to Barstool. Awesome. That's awesome. Good to know. I don't know much about them. I just knew that like they solicited to us to open up a wholesale account that time, and then they were like, you know, very approachable in emails and stuff, which seemed pretty cool to work with. So if I have my choice, that's who I choose to stock. Their sizing is off a little bit. Like instead of 130 point top loaders, there's like 139 instead of 75 points. They have 79. So you got to like cross reference a little bit to try to get your sizes. Greg, what's happening, buddy? I think I did call you out for something a while back. I just can't remember what it was right now. I can't remember. Got a little big poppy action with an 86 tops. But I'll be doing a hit recap as well, Greg, once we get through the last couple of boxes. Got a Mondesi. And here comes our next one, guys. I didn't even notice it was sitting there looking at me. We got a Dansby. Major League Material relic for the Braves. Greg, you came in at the right time, getting a little Major League Material action for your Braves spot. Dansby Swanson, Major League Material relic. Acuna Jr. 86. We got a Pedro Martinez, Stars in Service. A little volleyball, right? He's playing volleyball. Pedro on the volleyball. Future stars of your Quiddy. What do we got? What do we got? Walker Buehler, and then we got a number to 2021 of Yordan Alvarez, 2004 of 2021. There's Baum again, 86. What team was on the Pedro volleyball card? Let's see. Should be in here somewhere, right? Where are we at? Pedro playing volleyball. Did I go that far past it? There it is. Boston. It is a Boston card. All right. So the Red Sox is one of yours, Tom, so that is your card. Twins, we got an 86 for the Pirates of Josh Bell. I feel a die cut. Yeah, there's a die cut card right at the back of the pack here. I could feel it like poking into my finger. Like a sharp edge on them. Will Smith. Ooh, baby, what do we got on the Tatis? To 299. Padres. Padres going to Richard H. Ooh, baby, nice. Is that an auto or is that just... No, I can't tell. That's not a real auto, right? That's just the Through the Years, but it's a numbered version of Through the Years. That is a facsimile auto. That's baked into the photo. I looked at it real quick and thought it was a live auto. But we pulled our auto in this one, Yankees, the Martinez card. So Through the Years numbered to 299. Derek Jeter... And here is the Platinum Players. Ken Griffey Jr. Ken Griffey Jr. Seattle with the Platinum Players die cut. Okay, that does it for that stack. We got 2 more to go, fellas. 2 more to go. All right, here comes the next box. Box number 5. Guys, the Obsidian. Trav, what's happening, buddy? So, guys, if you're just chiming in, we started up early today. We started up at 4 p.m. Eastern. It was a unique opportunity for us. We actually had all the product going into the day, and they were all sold out going into the day. So we're like, well, let's start it up early. So Jason did the 2 optic footballs to start off the break session. So those videos are sitting on our YouTube channel already if you missed the live stream on those. This is the Series 1 Jumbo. And I've got the Obsidian as well. 3 spots left in the Obsidian if you guys want to do another one after the Series 1 goes off. So Obsidian is where it's at. The premium baseball mixer is with Jason back in PA. We tried some effort on that one earlier to get it all the way filled up, but it did not get there. So that one is probably going to be on the next break session just because I don't have it here. Jason has it in PA. But the Obsidian I have. Trav, Jason got the itch and went up to Mount Airy Casino today. I was talking to him before the break session, and he said he took a hammering. He got beat up pretty good. I didn't get details, but he said the best he did was playing blackjack, where he broke even after 4 shoes. Jason crushed it for you, Tom. Pittman, 4 out of 5. Not quite as good as the 1-of-1 shield, yeah. Well, good to hear you got some good stuff out of those. Same here, Trav. Same here, buddy. We have not been on a good run in the casino world. In fact, we're kind of steering clear for a little while. I said to Kathy the other day, I said, we got to find a hobby that kind of is fun to go out and do that doesn't cost $1,000 every time we leave the house. Like, this is getting a little nuts. Got to slow our roll. We both play the same games, Kathy and I, so we usually go in on like a combined bankroll thing. Like if we go out with $1,000 or something, that's 500 and 500. we're not usually dusting off 1,000 apiece, which we got an Edgar Martinez Stars in service for the Mariners. Gets a little bit too pricey. Be living in the tunnels soon enough. Little while until Saturday. You know what? Never say never. Never say never. Who knows? The Pro Tour hits Vegas every year. Check it out. That would be my style, man. I could get into that. That'd be fun. What do we got? League leaders of Shane Bieber. Numbering to 2021. Aristides, 1554 of 2021. Future Stars. Mike Piazza with an 86. Years ago, I really enjoyed playing pool. 9-ball, 8-ball. Had a pool table in my house. There was lots of pool. Actually, when I grew up, when I was a teenager, like going and playing pool was kind of a big deal. There was like, several pool halls around the area. They converted, one of the pool halls was inside of a big bowling alley, right? Within the last like 6 or 7 years, they actually converted that entire pool playing area to indoor glow-in-the-dark mini golf. So times, they are a-changing. Nobody's interested anymore. No, we mostly play table games, Tony. We mostly play stupid table games, though, like, what they consider carnival games, like, the 3-card poker style games and Ultimate Texas Hold'em. We play Ultimate Texas Hold'em a lot. Do it for the fans. Here's another one for the White Sox. Bryce Harper with a home run. 86 of Goldschmidt. Ooh, that's different. All right. What is that year style? 1970 maybe, or what is it? Dart League back in the youth. Yeah, darts were a pretty big deal back in Pennsylvania in the bar scene for a lot of years. I don't know if, obviously nothing's going on in that world right now, but I bet they still are, when and if things come back to normal. Pool leagues and dart leagues were kind of a big deal in the local bars back there. Vegas is a weird animal. Like, the local bars aren't like local bars you see in other cities. What do we got here? We got Nolan Ryan something going on here for the Astros. Is that an SP of some sort, guys? You tell me, or a photo variation or something. That's something. It was facing the opposite way. So Nolan Ryan, Astros, going off to Dan B. You guys tell me what we're looking at. Arenado behind it. Mariano with the Platinum Players die cut. Trophies and plaques, similar leagues. Short print. Awesome, awesome. So I think we've pulled 2 SPs so far out of this. All right, a little bit left here from stack number 1. And here comes one of our hits, a Legends variation short print, card 240. What do we got? Got a Tatis. It is a 1986 version as well, so 35th of Tatis for the Padres. That goes to Richard H. 1986 Topps relic card of Tatis Jr. Okay, so the other one, in addition to the Nolan Ryan, that I think is this Yelich? You guys tell me. Series 1, 100. And then the Nolan Ryan was 240. All right, guys, 1 sec. Let me offload this stack. All right. Steel Tips Cricket and 501 and double in, double out. That's pretty awesome. I know nothing of darts other than just like 301 in that. Yelich is the variation SP. All right, cool, cool. Yeah, that was pulled earlier. I put it to the side. So Milwaukee on that one is going to be Mike T on the ownership of that Yelich card. Mike Trout. What do we got here, boys? We got a Sam Hilliard with an auto for the Rockies, Colorado Rockies, and this one goes to Dan B. Nice. 70 years of baseball. 70 years of baseball auto. Colorado. Nice. Nice, nice. Sandberg, 86. Jeff Bagwell. I bought a, when I got my first house years ago, you know, I'm a child of the 80s, and I grew up with all of the classic 80s video games, you know, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, all that. So when I got my first house, this was like 1999, I found a news group that was dedicated to guys that were into collecting the full, you know, upright arcade cabinets. Clayton Kershaw stars in Service. LA to Zambia. And I discovered that you could buy a retired video game cabinet, like 1980s original, for like, at the time anyway, like $300 in pretty good shape. So I started off with a Pac-Man, because that was always my jam when I was a kid. Then I got a Donkey Kong. Then I put a conversion inside the Donkey Kong, which converted it to both Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. So I was able to, through switches, switch over and play either, because it was the same hardware, just different ROMs. Then I got a original 1979 Asteroids cabinet. Then I got a newer cabinet. I got a Killer Instinct at the time, which was an awesome fighting game. That one also I converted to have both Killer Instinct 1 and 2 inside of it. And I had a beer tapper, if you remember Beer Tapper, which was like Budweiser beer to kids. All right, what do we got? Brandon Nimmo out of 300. 101 out of 300 right there. So, yeah, I had quite the man cave going on at one point in time with all that stuff. And now, funny, you know, 20-some years later, these, like, retro arcade cabinets, arcade one-up and all that stuff has become all the rage. But I had, like, the real deal, the 450-pound things that... you had to, like, bust your hump to lug into your house. Bubble Bobble, that was a good game. That was a good game, Bubble Bobble. I was also a big fan of, like, games like that, which were, like, skill ones. I had Crystal Castles, too, at one point, which was a fun game. Asteroids on the Ground, that was how I got. You know, the novelty wears off, and then you have these massive cabinets. Josh Donaldson. And here comes, check it out, guys, Juan Soto again. Juan Soto, spring training commemorative hat patch, awesome. I think that's the second one, right? Didn't we pull this exact one earlier? Melvin getting another one. Washington. Yeah, once the novelty wears off and then you have this massive game cabinet taking up gobs of space in your house, you realize it might not be the best idea. So... sold those off, eventually sold that house, have good memories of them, and that was that. They're fun, though. They're fun. It's the collecting and finding, like, the diamond in the rough with the game that's in great shape was more fun than actually playing it. Now those games, like the original cabinets, go for like thousands. Back then you can get like just about any of them for like no more than $400, something like that. Javier Baez, 1986. Got it through the years. That's going to be an Allen and Ginter, like a picture of an Allen and Ginter through the years. Orioles. Yeah, now that retro scene has gone nuts, and people are paying, $2,500, $3,000 for one of those machines. All right, guys, that does it for that stack. We got one full box to look at, plus all the toppers and all of the silver packs. Yeah, $500 for it 15 years ago. Sounds exactly on par with around the prices I used to pay. There was a place... Well, there was a lot of guys in the Northeast that were into collecting that stuff, so you could always find private sellers. But there was a place, it was outside of Philadelphia. It was like a big deal in the collecting space. I can't remember the name of the joint right now. TNT Amusements, maybe? I think it was TNT Amusements. They were a big deal. They specialized in those kind of games. Like, they would go out there and source them and then completely, fix them up so you could have your man cave. Chicago Pinball Company. Don't know if I remember Chicago Pinball. There's that. I visited TNT Amusements the one time and I did buy a game off them. And pretty interesting. You walk in there, it's like you went back in time to an arcade from the 80s. Yes, that's the place, Tom. TNT Amusements, Southampton. It's just outside of Philly. In fact, when I was selling some of my games, I had a glass tabletop Ms. Pac-Man that was mint, and the guys from TNT actually came up and bought it off me. Oh, they're now called Chicago Gaming, TNT? Interesting. I haven't been in that world in 15 years, probably. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right, here we go, guys. Last full box, and then all the goodies to go along with it. Let's go. It's quite the beard you got going on. Brian Goodwin. Austin Hayes. We got a Vladimir Guerrero, 35th. We got a Platinum Players of Willie Mays. It's funny? It's funny how the guys in this scene, in the card scene, the break scene, are into a lot of the same, like, pastime hobbies. It's like the same group of folks. If we all got together in a room and, like, we're just shooting the shit, I'm sure everybody would, like, have some pretty common threads going on in their life for the years. A barcade outside of Philadelphia. Now they're all over. Yep. They have a couple of them here. There was one, I think, just prior to when I moved here. It was like somewhat popular down off the Fremont area, but that one's gone now because we're all degenerates. I mean, this is true. And you say that like it's a bad thing. I kind of view it as a good thing. Jay Bruce. Kansas City with the George Brett, 35th. We got a Through the Years of Ken Griffey Jr. I hear my ALEXA going off over there telling me that stuff just arrived. We are a special group, that is for sure. But really similar stuff, right? Really similar hobbies and whatever across the group. Poker. Casinos. Now we know darts. Classic coin-op video games. What do we got? Ryan Brazier with a home run of Joey Gallo. Numbering to 2021, Malik Smith for the Mariners. Trevor Story. Ozzie Smith. I'll tell you what, I'm not too far away from getting that discount. I'm not too far away. At the end of this year, I will start getting discounts at some places, and I will use it. We were at the South Point Casino last year, and on the wall is like a thing that says like 50 plus gets discount. And Kathy, my fiance, said, "Oh, see that next year you can start getting those discounts." And I'm like, ha ha ha. And the guy behind the counter is like, "Oh, sir, you have to be 50." I mean, this is kind of patting myself on the back a little bit. History of Topps, the exclusive trading card. And he's like, "Oh, you have to be 50. I said, "Yeah, I'll be 50 next year." And the guy's like, "Oh my God, really?" I do have to say, I look a little bit young. Okay? I look a wee bit young for 50. It's all that clean living. And by clean living, I mean I owned a bar, and there hasn't been a lot of clean living. All right, what do we got here? All right, I thought that was something with the Detroit. And bingo. Hey, I'm not too proud to play a little Keno or bingo. Kathy's sister, they were out last night or the night before, hit like 1,800 on Keno again. They play, here's a Mike Trout to 299, and then Acuna Jr., a Major League Material relic right behind it. Trout to 299. That is another one of the through the years. That is not an actual auto or an actual relic, but that was the one of one at one point in time. You're just looking at a picture of it, but a numbered version. And here is the Major League Material. Acuna Jr. for the Braves. That goes to Greg Z. Greg Z. Major League Material relic. Going off to Greg. Yeah, they go to, every Monday they go to this bar. It's like a restaurant / bar. Play a little video poker, whatever. They eat, they drink, and they don't pay a dime for the food. Like everything's fully just given to them because they play a little bit. And her sister Brenda just consistently just crushes it on Keno in this place for some reason. Like another $1,000 hit, another $1,200, another $1,500. I don't know. But yeah. All the bars out here, I was starting to say it before, local bars in Vegas, of course, are really much different than any other place because every one of them have video poker and video Keno and all that stuff built into the bar top. So it's a completely different vibe going to a bar out here locally than it is back in, say, like Philadelphia or like a place like that. I know, right? As much as I like gambling, I hate the fact that all these bars have gambling in the bar tops because it's just like you just want to go out sometimes and hang out in a bar or whatever, have a drink or two, and it's a whole different thing. You're just not getting that same atmosphere. There we go, guys. There's our next auto. Right in front of it, though, we got a Perez to 2021, and here's the auto. Tabbing up north, yeah, hit those pubs. And Luis Patino with the 1986 for the Padres. San Diego Padres going off to Richard. So Richard's officially getting the last auto here. 86 auto of Patino. Platinum player Mike Trout, die cut. Yeah, there's a series of local bars out here called PTs. There's like 70 of these locations in Vegas, and they're all like the same. They're all just like these cookie cutter, like square boxes that have video poker and stuff on the bar tops. They're decent. Their food's decent, but they're just like, eh. There's like a personality factor missing from like another bar that you'd go to, say in like a Chicago or a Philadelphia or something like that you just don't get in these places. 86 of Kershaw, 86 of, actually no, not an 86. Vlad Guerrero. Or is it? Interesting. Chugging along, guys. Chugging along. Getting near the end. Guys, I will throw it out there one more time. I'll tell you this. I will gladly keep breaking if we can keep filling stuff. 3 spots left in that Obsidian football. What I can't do, though, is, sit there and promote it for an hour and a half to try to get those 3 spots filled up. So if we want to see another one go tonight, Obsidian right there, fellas. Couple big teams in the mix, so that's going to be kind of the factor, the hinging factor to get it sold out. Through the years of Hank Aaron, that is not a real auto, as we keep saying here. That is just a picture of the auto. In Chicago, it's the smell of the urine at a fight. I mean, it keeps the tension high, right? It keeps the tension high. Scranton, not much different, buddy. Not much different. Just on a lesser scale, I suppose. So Obsidian can be done tonight if we could fill it in a reasonable amount of time. Harrison Bader. Numbering to 299, Justice Sheffield. And we got, right there, you could see a little Hank Aaron action. What are these called again, these patches? Justice Sheffield, that's the 299. I'm going to put that off, and here it is. There it is. So it's Milwaukee Braves, which is going to be Atlanta Braves, which is Greg Z. Let me double check. Just double check in my list. So logo patch, right? Yep. Greg, that's you, buddy. Very nice. Very nice on the Hank Aaron. We pulled one of these in past cases of Series 1, and that's really good stuff right there. Milwaukee Braves, which is Atlanta Braves, and the Atlanta Braves is owned by Greg. Nice hit, bud. Nice hit. Sneaking on in there. All right. Vladdy Jr. Yankees with a Thurman Munson. Little Hank Aaron action. Mitch Moreland, Yadier Molina, 35th. Pujols. Whoa, we're toppling our stack over. All right, guys, that's all of them in the main. We're going to look at the box toppers, and we're going to look at the silver packs here in just a second. Of course, everything's going to be shipping to you. So if I did pass something off that was anything, value-wise in the stacks, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. All right, let's bust all the silver pack stuff first. Then we'll have 6 of the toppers to go from there. Trav, any discussion with your local crew of friends and stuff? If you guys are making another Vegas trip or trying for another Vegas trip throughout the year as the weather warms up? Although as the weather warms up, I'm sure your work gets nuts, right? You wouldn't even know there's a pandemic happening. You should have seen Vegas for Super Bowl weekend over the weekend. It was like like normal. Like the amount of people out and about was like any, busy weekend in Vegas. Maybe a little less than a normal Super Bowl weekend would be, but it kind of like brought the level up to a normal busy weekend in Vegas. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. So these are all 35th, so they're all the 1986 style. We're just looking for color. They have these little rip open the excitement, poster packs promoting their social media kind of jammed inside of them. And we got a George Brett to 99, Kansas City. Nice green to 99 for KC. That goes to Robert T. Garrett Cole to 75, Yankees, purple. Purple to 75, and the Yankees belongs to Mary. I'm not going to make that mistake twice, Mary. 20 of 75 for Mary. All right, next one up. How about some more New York action, but on the other side to 150, Polar Bear Pete Alonso, blue. Mets go to Raymond V. Raymond V. Numbering to 99, Leody Tavares. Tavares, that is Rangers. Rangers, green. Rangers go to Drew. Once the COVID crap is over, both the companies make a quarantine 14 days. Yeah, that's pretty common, I guess, right? A lot of the states are doing that. And that's it. Rip Open the Excitement is just one of those advertising inserts. All right. Down to the box toppers. Here we go. Well, that'll be great, Trav, when you guys finally make it out here. That'll be a good time. All right. How do I do this as best as possible? So, trying to figure out how to do this. I guess that works. They have the seam of the pack going across. We got a Cody Bellinger. So Bellinger, let me get the camera focus set out to that point right there. One sec. So there's our first one with the Bellinger. Bryce Harper, Philadelphia Phils. The fact that they don't have the seam going this way is a little weird because you could, if you're not careful, you could bend the card pretty easily. So I'm trying to make sure I don't do. Nolan Arenado, Colorado Rockies. Little Ohtani action for the Angels. Ohtani. Vladdy Jr., Blue Jays. Vladdy Jr. And the last one right here, guys. Here it comes. Nolan Arenado again, Rockies. So Nolan Arenado, the man of the hour. Colorado Rockies. Guys, thanks so much once again. These will be shipped out to you in the next shipping batch. Give us a little bit of leeway. There's just shy of 3,000 cards, so it is a fair amount of sorting to get done, to get them sorted and processed and all that good stuff. But thank you again for getting it filled. We do appreciate it.